What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning into another video. My name is Alex, and in today's video, we're going to be going over how you can optimize your social profiles to get the most amount of reach possible. I've created a document to go through some of these factors, as well as I'm actually going to walk through me optimizing a profile so you have something that you can reference for yourself. But without wasting any time, I'm going to dive straight into this document and let's go through some of the factors. Having the value to provide to an audience is one thing, but being able to effectively communicate that is another. This is something that I preach because it's honestly the same concept for optimizing your profile. It's really easy to understand what you need to optimize, but it's not easy to understand how to do it. So again, this is why I wanted you guys to have some visuals that you can actually use to reference this, as well as understanding what you need to optimize. And what you need to optimize are these main factors that I have listed here, which are your profile picture, your username, the account name, the bio, the content within your profile. Obviously, that's a deeper topic. And the list continues depending on the platform. If you consider Instagram your home, then you may have things like the highlights and the covers that go on the highlights. You may also have reels. So it's all depending on the platform that's unique to you, but you want to make sure that everything you do is unique to you. You establish your brand by developing these assets once and being consistent with them across all platforms. So once you've optimized your profile, you can apply those same concepts to every single platform, because one thing that matters most is the consistency of your account, where you're consistent across every profile. When someone searches you up on Instagram, they see the same profile pictures when they search you up on YouTube, when they search you up on LinkedIn, when they search you up on Facebook. That consistency will create more of a memorability in their head. That's the goal at the end of the day, is for you to be remembered by the people that are viewing your content. So to dive into these factors specifically, let's go ahead and just break them down a little bit. The profile picture. The higher quality photo, the better. You want to have a high quality photo so people can see your face. And you also want to make sure that they can see your face. If your account is based on something that is like fitness, in the example that I have today, you'll see what I mean by that. But if your account is something that it doesn't necessarily require your face, then you can switch it up. Like I said, everything is unique to you. But generally, most people should put a picture of their face, usually smiling, to give off that friendly impression. Your username is so crucial to everything that you do. It might be argued as the most crucial part of your account, because when people search you up or when they're searching for what you do, your username is going to play into the relevance of that search. You want to make sure that your username applies to you directly. And for example, one thing that I see a lot of people doing is complicating it with underscores and periods, and it just becomes hard to memorize, because if someone's trying to search you up again after they found your account, but you've got an underscore here and a period here, like, no one's going to want to remember that. So you need to make sure that your username is not only relevant to what you do, but it can be remembered very easily. And an example here, you could take a username like this, have this as Zach Greason official, and that really, it's official, but who are you? What do you do? On top of those periods and underscores, that's an impossible username to remember, even though the text within it is very simple. No one's going to care to remember that. But if you were, in this example, a fitness coach, and you were able to get the username, your name, with fitness at the end of it, now not only is it, I don't have to do any extra work to get to your account by searching your username, but I also know just from the username itself what you do, or the general idea of what you do. And that's the goal. Relevance is key. Your account name is also something that is very important for you to optimize, because when someone searches your account, not only does your username pop up, but right below that is your account name. So if you just have your name, and then for the example here, Zach Greason official at the top, if it's just that kind of username, people are going to have no clue what you do. It's just essentially going to be a personal page. But if your username has fitness at the end of it, if you're a fitness coach, and your name in the account has your first name with the title, a longer title that you can actually put in your name that you wouldn't be able to put in your username. Like for example here, James Smith, fitness and mindset coach. Using that exact same template, now I see the name of the person and I see their title before I even start scrolling on their content. I already know exactly what they do. And this also helps with the search engine. When people are searching you up, this helps them find you. Now, after you've optimized these things, when someone comes onto your profile, they're going to do what next? Read your bio. As they go through your bio, you need to explain why you're an authority figure in your niche. You need to show that person why they should follow you, because that is your first impression. It's the same thing in real life. You have the first few seconds to make that initial impression on someone. It's the same exact thing, if not less time on social media. So you want to make sure that your bio is optimized to show that you're an authority figure and you have the value you say you have. And you can do this intentionally, and intent is what you need to have if you want predictable growth. So if you look here, the first line of your bio should highlight briefly what you do. So if you're a fitness coach, which this is the example that I'm going to use here, you could say something like, I help people grow their fitness goals and mindset, or something along the lines of that. You essentially just want to give that first brief, hey, this is what I do. And then directly below that, that second line is an authority statement. Hey, this is what I do, and this is why I'm damn good at it. You want people to, in that first two lines, realize that you have the value that you say you have. If you have a brand, this is something I always say, you can tag your brand, adds another layer of credibility. It can also drive traffic to the account. And now you can actually tag brands. If Instagram is what you're using, you can actually tag the brand in the bio itself. Other platforms do this as well. I know that Twitter does this. So that can be very useful if you have an extra account with your brand on it. And that third line, the call to action. You don't want to just leave it at that where, hey, this is what I do. Go look at my content, figure it out for yourself. You want to guide the viewer. So that third line needs to be a call to action, whether that be to a YouTube video, whether that be to your free community, whether that be to your course. It has to have some sort of call to action. What I recommend doing in this situation is using a link tree. And the reason why, I'm sure you guys have seen this before, the reason why link trees are so popular is because you just upload, if you have a new video, new YouTube video, you upload it to your link tree account. And what it allows you to do is have one link that you can put across all of your social media profiles that gives access to everything that you have, everything that you offer, all of the extra content that people would have to search for otherwise. You're eliminating all the friction that it takes for a viewer to go to a customer. And to briefly touch on the content that you'd be putting out, this is not one size fits all. This is all up to you. I'm going to make a lot more videos touching on this specifically, how you can optimize your content. I've made some in the past already, so check out my previous videos where I touch on this. But the content that you put out is so important. What I can say and what you can do to generalize this and figure out how you can optimize it is create a patterned structure. So when you're posting your content, instead of just posting it randomly and there's really no organization to it, come up with a structure. I'm going to drop inside of this video some examples that you can follow to structure your profile and all of the posts that are on it. So stay tuned for that. Really quickly, before we dive into actually optimizing a profile, what I want to do is just break down a quick character build that I made so we know who we're modeling this after. And here we go. We have Zach Greason. I've mentioned the name before. Not sure who that is. Random name I came up with, but gets the job done. He's an online fitness coach. He's worked with 100 students, and he enjoys posting YouTube workout tutorials. This is all we need to optimize a profile fully. It's not much. You don't need much because, again, it doesn't require much. It just requires the knowledge of knowing what to do in the situation. So now that you understand who we're going to be optimizing the profile for, let's actually do that. As you guys can see, I'm on a completely blank account. There has been nothing posted. This is brand new. I just made this, and I'm going to go ahead and start optimizing it from here. We have Zach Greason. That is the name of the person that we're going to be optimizing this after. So let's go ahead and get the username. He is an online fitness coach, so let's use Zach Greason Fitness. Let's see, make sure that's available, and it is. Perfect. So we have that username down. Let's go into the name. Now, like I was saying, we want to make sure that when people search up Zach Greason Fitness, they can see exactly what he does. Excuse me. Zach Greason, and then online fitness coach. And that provides a little bit more detail on what you do. Because the username, like I said, it has fitness in it, but fitness can mean so many different things. But when you're searching the username, under it, it will show you detailed what you do specifically. That's why having your name optimized is so important. Now, let's get into the profile picture. This, again, since this is a fitness account, and Zach Greason is not a real person, we're just going to use the picture of someone's back, but I recommend, again, you use a picture of your face. Now we'll go in the bio. Now remember, you want the first line to highlight what you do briefly. You want the second line to be an authority statement showing that you have the value you claim. And you want the third line to either be tagging your brand or a call to action to whatever you're offering. I'm going to go ahead and paste in a bio that I created for this model account. And as you can see, we'll take that link out because that's supposed to go in the link section. But as you can see, the first line, I help people master their fitness goals, highlights what he does briefly. It gives an authority statement, 1,000 students helped. We can change that to 100. Obviously, it just depends on the person. You get the example. 1,000 students helped, authority statement. If he's got a course or if he's got some sort of offer, you can tag that there. And then the work with me, or since he enjoys posting YouTube tutorials, we'll assume that he uploaded one and put new YouTube video out now. And then we'll click done, go to the links, add an external link, and we will paste in the link tree. So now anytime he goes into his link tree, updates that, if he has a new YouTube video, he never has to touch the social media links across all of his platforms and do it 6 times. If you're posting on these 6 different platforms, he only has to update it once, and then it's updated for every single page he has. So I'm going to go ahead and click done here, and we're going to see how this looks once it is completely set up. Awesome. So as you can see, if I were to search this account up, I would immediately know what this person's name is, what they do, that they're an authority figure, and have access without, there's no content on this page. And I would have access to all of their content inside of that link tree. So guys, that is how you would optimize an account to get the most reach possible. That's the general idea and gives you some steps that you can apply today to your account. I hope you got some value out of that. If you did, I have a free community on Facebook that has an ebook inside of it called the Audience Growth Catalyst that provides some really good value on how you can grow your account even more. But I would love to see you in there. I will send it to you personally if so. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this through to the end, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Love you guys.